Hey, we have met a merchant along the way. He looks friendly enough, so let's talk with him. Where I art belong in the plains. That sounded mean. But what's not mean is being a miracle warrior. Very grindy game, I will not lie. And not for the impatient, but I'll skip most of the non-essential battles. But like he said, become stronger than I can fight. And definitely not Xerons, not yet. I'm looking more for evil merchants, thieves, and Weasley wimps. I can take an Unmatak. It's like a less harmful raptor, Velociraptor. And for some reason it had money on it. And I am not sure why I only get one thing. But that's it. The amounts you get from enemies are of course static, meaning you'll get the same amount every time. There is some random chance in what you can get as far as items though. But those monsters are few and far in between. Speaking of going in between, after I get healed up, which gets more expensive the more you get hurt. We're gonna visit the mayor and donate. And get a very important message. Well, that doesn't help me too much. But if you look on your map, hopefully it didn't get stolen by a thief. Can we just discuss this? Obviously not. Your game came with a map. And it looks like a grid too. But it's a very large map. I'll have to show you a picture of here. One quick moment. Yeah, pretty big place. A total of 9 towns, several castles, and a few dungeons, along with a few special places. But what happens if I attack this merchant? He was pretty rich, but my charisma took a wild nosedive into the negatives. Oh, GELfis. You're probably the last thing I want to fight, because of how hard you hit. But you are defeatable. But not worth it. If your charisma gets too low, people won't want to talk with you in towns. In fact, sometimes will flat out throw you out if you don't have enough charisma. So you want to stay on the positive. And you can think of fangs as another type of currency. And not just for selling them for mere 50 guilders. More on that when it comes up. But they will become extremely important later on. But extremely important now is getting a weapon. Yes, I can finally afford that knife. But armor, yes, just armor. It doesn't say what type of armor. And shield and feathers are still way out of my price range. Yay, Magma is finally skipping fights. Yay, Magma finally got his cursor off the screen. Despite me fixing my audio problems with a new microphone and new recording software, OBS, I still screw up from time to time. Have I ever had a single video that does our playthrough that has not involved some screw up one way or another? The answer is no. But here comes level 3 coming up. Also, remember the mantra of saving often. Especially when your random encounter, well, next random encounter will be the most important one. While you hang around the outskirts of town, like the sissy you are. But as I'm fighting, you'll also notice there's a number by my knife. That's how many times I can use it. What? Yep, I could repair it. And obviously, the more the knife is damaged, the more it will cost. Fortunately, repair costs aren't quite as bad as the healing costs. It's still pretty bad though. So why am I playing this game anyway? Well, it's the only one of the few RPGs I had for the Sega Master System. I had a Genesis at the time, and one of those converters to also play the Sega Master System games. Nintendo, I'm looking at you. Why didn't you have that NES converter for your Super Nintendo? Oh sure, you had the Game Boy converter. But backwards compatibility is truly a gamer's best friend. PlayStation 2, playing PlayStation games. PlayStation 3, briefly played PlayStation 2 games in its early versions, but then decided, nope, I don't want to play any games at all. PS4 has no games. Stupid memes aside, here's a merchant. Let's get more information, as tempting as it is to get money from him. I could run them from him, but that's not the point. Fame reporting as charisma. Hey, Z-Rod, it's about time I took you out. You horrible alien-looking lizard bug. What are you doing so close to the beginning area? And why don't you drop anything worthwhile? But I think it's about time to repair my knife. Now the question is, should I repair my knife or go to recover? That is a tough decision. Last thing I want to do though is break my knife and have to buy a whole new one. So let's repair my sword. Sword and knife, same thing. And thankfully for my convenience, a tough decision. Nonetheless, a fully repaired knife lets me be able to one-shot thieves and two-shot GELfis, or GELfis, or Goofus. It looks like an elephant. Armadillo elephant. Now I'm sounding like that's a Mega Man boss. This isn't Mega Man, this is Miracle Warriors. More information from our friendly merchant. They usually say about 4 or 5 different things until a certain event happens. Then they'll spout new information. An Unmatak, as we know, would rather talk with its teeth. Wait a minute, aren't I talking with my teeth? Unfortunately, you cannot partially heal. You have to full heal or nothing. Hello, merchant. And now I think they're just mocking me at this point. So in the next video, I'll gain a level or two, plenty of guilders, and hopefully some armor. So we can go further into the plains, where I already belong. And maybe find that sage.